Well, hello everybody, I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. In this video, though, we're going to be talking about gold, and we're going to be talking about the best gold that you can stack. And here's a hint of what it's going to be. I may not end up putting it on this table at all. The piece of gold that is the best for you to stack. Let me explain. Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. So you're going to see a little bit of gold on this video, and I'm going to talk to you, and again, you, whoever's watching, about the best gold you can possibly stack. And of course, I always invite you to leave a comment down below and tell me if you agree or disagree. But in my experience, I think you're going to find that this right here is definitely the best possible gold that you can stack. And no, I'm not saying this as in the things that I'm showing right now. I'm giving you some examples of gold that you may stack. And there's not a lot wrong with stacking just about any gold you can get your hands on, but there is a better type than others. If I could focus in on that little birdie right there, that little kookaburra. Now the kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. A merry, merry king of the bush is he, and she is not a king of the bush. She might actually be a queen of the bush, if you know what I mean. All right, on to talking about the best possible gold, and it's whatever is the specialty of your country to some extent. And for instance, I have this Spanish gold piece right here, which is a reverse proof. And this is the first year that Spain has gotten into the bullion game, but they did it as a designer piece of bullion. So I would say that that right there may not be the best bang for your buck. It's usually whatever cheap bullion your country has. Here's some old pre-33 gold. And although this is a United States thing right here, might not be the best bang for your buck when it comes to just accumulating, like stacking massive amounts of gold, or at least a decent amount of gold, because usually this stuff right here has a bit of a premium. But if you're in Mexico and you're watching, you want to get yourself some, old Mexican gold, whatever is currently in your country that is providing is probably the best bet. And the reason why I say that, here's a Canadian maple leaf. If you're in Canada, get yourself Canadian gold and silver. The reason why I say, though, that is because when you go to sell it, typically people that are in that country are going to want to also buy their own gold. So it's easy for a shop to buy it and sell it. And if it's easy for a shop to buy it and sell it, they're going to want it in, it's going to have a nice demand. They're going to pay probably more for it. And that is the case here in America with my shops, at least locally, that I get more money if I trade in, trade in, you know what I'm talking about, trading this beautiful stuff right here for just green paper. If I was to do that, I'm not usually doing that. I have before, but I get more for it. I get a little bit more for my country's gold. So United States gold, I get more for it. If I try to trade foreign gold, depending on what it is, I usually get spot, maybe even a little less than spot. Like francs, if I try to get a franc or franc, whatever you want to call it, tends to be a little bit back from the spot price. And that's because the demand is usually not there. If the demand's not there, then the shop maybe can only sell it for spot or just a little bit above spot. And then they have to offer, spot or below to you. There's been times actually, and I've explained why on this show, and you can think that I'm crazy if you're new to watching. I think I had a pretty valid reason for selling a few pieces of gold. Go back and find that video. It's pretty interesting. I don't want to say too much because YouTube may ban me for talking about that video, but I sold a little bit of my gold, and it was things that I just really wasn't interested in. It was a couple pieces that had some problems, I'll say. The eye appeal wasn't there for me, little dull pieces, and things that just didn't hold on to my heart. And I was able to sell those for more than spot because they were United States gold coins. And here in the United States, most of my shops around me, they pay more than spot for gold. So, yay to me. Again, if you're in Austria, okay, and you're watching me, you're the one of the 4 Austrians that actually watch me, you know, get one of those coins, the Philharmonics. It says Wiener on there, not for me personally because of that darn Wiener right there on the coin, but maybe you guys, maybe don't love the look of the coin even in Austria, because to me it's like a plain Jane coin. Forgive me for Philharmonic lovers out there. I'm not a lover of it, but in Austria, I'm sure that coin does very, very well in shops, and you can flip it easier than other countries' gold. Now, why do I collect other countries' gold? Why do I have Mexican 50 pesos, a Canadian maple leaf? Why do I have a kookaburra? Why do I have this Spanish coin? I am a collector, so I do collect other things. It's not that it's hard to sell. It's just a little bit more difficult to sell other country gold than it is my country's gold. And I think you'll find that wherever you live, it'll be the same situation. I mean, I can go on eBay all day long and sell anything here for above spot. But, there's always the fees and everything associated with eBay that ends up making it not as worth, if you go ahead and go eBay. But that's to say it's not, gold is never difficult to sell. There is just better gold out there to buy and sell, in my personal opinion. So for the United States, like I said, we have pre-33 gold, which usually carries a premium for sure. It does. It has a little bit of a premium on it, just because it's more of a collector's coin now. It has numismatic value. It has some history behind it. A lot of these coins right here are over 100 years old, or definitely approaching 100 years old. And those right there are kind of a little bit different, but I've sold those coins right there and gotten over spot at shops, no problem. And before you say that I'm crazy for doing that, it was like they were clean, they were nasty, they were not any kind of real collector's value in my opinion, but I still got over spot. When I sold these right here, these American Gold Eagles, I got a decent amount over spot. Buffaloes, you get a decent amount over spot. And typically these kind of coins, depending on where you go, as long as you're not buying some kind of collector's version, or you're not trying to, just you're doing a little shopping around, I'll say that. You can usually get them for a decent price now. You're paying a premium for sure, but you hold on to them for a little while, and I think you're going to be happy if you get your country's gold. So again, Australia, get your kangaroos, get your kookaburras. Spain, look out, Spain, because it's going to be interesting to see if they start doing their series right here more, less of a collector's base coin. So this is the reverse proof, maybe less of that and just a regular bullion type coin, and get into the field. If you're in Africa, you can get your Krugerrand. And the most popular coin in the entire world is the Krugerrand, right? The gold coin. So, that's something right there that you can go ahead and grab. And I think that in Africa, forgive me if I'm wrong, if you're in Africa watching me and it's not the case, but I think that you'll find that right there is the easiest coin for you to sell and probably also buy. It's the coin that's available most to you. And people that are in that country are just going to want those, and they're going to recognize them, and they're just going to be all about that coin for the most part. So I say in this video, long story short, collect your country's bullion coin the most. For me, I'm not afraid to branch out as a collector and get other things, so that's why you will see other things on my channel. It would be just boring for me. It would just drive me crazy if all I was to do was to get only gold eagles, only gold buffaloes, and only pre-33. I got to get some other things too once in a while. I got to get these big honking Mexican 50 pesos, man. These over an ounce of gold coins. These are really, really cool to me. And that's me. That's me. Don't be afraid to do a little bit of that, but I think that the majority of your stack should definitely be your country's gold. Anyways, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. In the comments, tell me whether or you agree or think I'm crazy. Think that there is even a better option out there for other countries now. Now, this is hard for me because I'm not talking about only the United States that are watching me right here, which is probably a majority by far, according to my analytics, of people that are watching me. But a lot of other countries watch me too, believe it or not. In fact, I don't think there's a country out there. Maybe North Korea doesn't watch me very much. I don't know. I don't know if they're allowed to. Even people in China. So if you're in China, get yourself your pandas, because that is the most popular coin for you in China, and it's most recognizable. I mean, everybody in China that deals with bullion is going to know what a Chinese gold panda is. Anyways, I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching. And I'm talking about regular bullion now. I'm not talking about fancy stuff as much as I am just the regular, just bullion coins. Got to go for now. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Spegtacular is out.